Let's look at the data. We are, by almost every metric, living in the safest, wealthiest, and healthiest time in human history. And yet, there's a pervasive sense of despair. This is the progress paradox. It suggests that despite our external gains, there's a bug deep in our internal code. We need to diagnose the architecture of this problem.
The source of the paradox isn't an external variable. The problem is hardwired into our own minds. We operate on the assumption that we are in complete control, that we're the one at the keyboard. But what if that core assumption is wrong? What if the system isn't running the way we think it is?
Here's a useful model, the consciousness car. Think of your mind as a vehicle. Your emotional, impulsive, feeling brain is in the driver's seat with its foot on the gas. Your rational thinking brain? It's in the passenger seat, holding the map, making perfectly logical suggestions that are usually routed directly to voicemail.
Now, how do we typically try to manage this internal conflict? The universally prescribed software patch is hope. We're told to hope for a better tomorrow, a better version of ourselves. But the core argument we're examining is that hope isn't the cure. It's a fundamental flaw in the operating system.
Hope functions a bit like Pandora's box. For every better future it promises, it creates an equal and opposite form of suffering in the present. You see, hope requires that something is currently broken, which means you have to live in a constant state of dissatisfaction. Hoping for a promotion only amplifies the frustration of your current job.
And to sustain hope on a large scale, we build systems around it, ideologies, movements. But for these systems to function, they require an enemy, an us versus them. They promise a heaven for the in-group, which, by necessity, creates a hell for the out-group. It's a package deal that isn't always listed on the brochure.
So, if hope is a flawed system, what's the alternative? You can't just uninstall a core function without a replacement. The source material proposes a new, more stable operating principle, a single, elegant line of code from the philosopher Immanuel Kant, his formula of humanity.
So what does this rule actually mean in practice? It's simple. Treat every person, and this includes yourself, as a destination, an end in themselves, never as a tool or a bridge to get to some other goal. It's a surprisingly clear directive, unlike most instruction manuals.
This new principle requires us to look beyond hope. It asks that we engage with reality exactly as it is, the good, the painful, the chaotic, the beautiful, without needing the promise of a better future to justify the present. It means accepting your fate, not because it's always pleasant, but simply because it's yours.
So, what is the ultimate objective of installing this new system? It is, quite simply, to mature. Maturation is the process of upgrading your personal logic, evolving from a life based on pleasure and transactions to one based on principles.
The framework outlines 3 developmental stages. The child runs on a simple pleasure-pain calculus. The adolescent operates on transactions. I'll do this if you do that. The adult, the final build, operates from principle, regardless of the immediate payoff. It turns out adulting is an actual operating system, not just a trendy term for doing your taxes correctly. This is the system's final stress test. An adult operating on principle can face this harsh reality, not with despair, not with the fragile comfort of hope, but with a calm, anti-fragile acceptance. It's a grim message for a coffee mug, sure, but it's also the gateway to a more resilient way of being.
I've compiled these ideas into a clean PDF and an action worksheet. You can find the link for that in the description or the pinned comment. If you found this breakdown useful, hit the like button, share it with someone else who might, and subscribe for more systems analysis.
Finally, a question to consider. What is one small way you can treat yourself or someone else as an end rather than a means in the next 24 hours? Let me know in the comments.